if you decide this year to buy the Sephora sale, I'm going to do a full face of products I recommend. I will put them in action for you and actually see how they work and if they're worth your money. And here and there, I will have a couple more than one product, so I will talk about those as well because I recommend those and I just had to mention them. Okay, so I'm gonna have all the Sephora sale information linked down below in the description box, and I'll try to put something, where should I put it? Maybe up here on the screen so you guys can see it as well. And let's get started. But if you are Rouge, just so you know, it starts April 5th. And then start with primer. Okay, so the only primer I actually recommend, and it works amazing as a primer if you want to wear on some of those days, no foundation days, you can wear this as well, or as a highlighter. And this is the Hollywood Flawless Filter. I got mine in the shade 2 Fair, but 1 Fair works really good. They were out of stock for 1 Fair, so I had to purchase this one because I was low. So I'm just going to use this all over my face. Oh, and brow products. I'm not going to bore you because I have my brows done. And what I've used is the Give Brow Pencil. And this is in the shade, this is the Hella On Point in the shade 4. And then I have my Merit in the shade Brown. And that's all. I've been testing so many brow products and so many brow gels. None of them work. The brow gels, what I'm talking about. They don't keep my brows in place. I just bought the Rare Beauty Brow Gel, and I will try test that one out and see how that one will work and keep you posted. But yeah, for brows, that's what I have. Okay, so I'm gonna blend this with my beauty sponge. This is a wet beauty sponge. This is not from Sephora. It's just a one I bought from Ardene. So if you live in Canada, you can find great sponges, very affordable, that work just like the high-end ones. So this primer works really good on me. I love the glowiness. It's very hydrating. It looks pretty. Now if you have oily skin, I don't know if you can just wear this and not powder or not wear a matte foundation, but I have dry skin and I love my face being glowy. Okay, for foundation, I don't want to keep recommending the ones I have in the past. I still love them. But to keep it interesting, I have tried some new foundations this year. And I have the YSL All Hours Foundation. This is a matte luminous foundation. Mine is in the shade LN3. I love YSL. I have another one, which is this one, the Touche Eclat foundation. But this is a little bit more darker, so you can see kind of the difference. But they both work on me. So with a brighter concealer, this works great. Another one I recommend, this you can see is brand new, is the It CC Cream. This is the only one I recommend. This is the Color Correcting Full Coverage Cream Anti-Aging Hydrating Serum, 50+ SPF. I picked mine up in the shade Fair Porcelain. Keep in mind that if you are fair, go with something like this. Otherwise, the others tend to be too dark. So that's why I picked this one up. I have one that's fair or light, and it is a little bit darker on me, but it's good for summer. So I picked another one because I really love them. Now let's go with the YSL. So those are the two foundations I recommend. However, I love a lot more. I love my Laura Mercier. I love my Shiseido one. I love my Giorgio Armani one. There are just so many. My Fenty one. There are just so many beautiful ones. This is the one I have been using lately. I'm going to try use this Rose Ink. No, not this one. Let's use another one. I'm going to go in with my Makeup by Mario F4. Definitely recommend this dual-ended brush as well. Yeah, this shade is just perfect for my skin tone. If you want to go for less coverage than this, then the Clinique ones are good, the Glossier ones. Make sure you check out my favorites on my channel, the playlist. I'll try remember to put it down below. I just don't want to use the same products for you guys. And yeah, these are newer in my collection and I love them. And I'm going to go in with my beauty sponge as well to get rid of any type of brush strokes or foundation sitting around without being blended. So are you guys going to shop the Sephora sale? because I am not sure yet. I'm still thinking, like, of course I want to, but it's just so expensive and I'm on a low buy. However, I don't know if I'm going to pick up a couple products. I have some in mind, and I will have a video coming up. I will try anyways to film one to show you the things that are kind of on my list and what I would really love to have in my collection. Yeah, this is really pretty. To me, this is like high coverage. It looks really nice. Okay, if you guys hear noises, there's people completing their deck across there, so I hope they're not gonna be loud. Anyways, for concealer, I love my previous concealers, but in today's video, I am obsessed with the Natasha Denona concealer. This is the High Glam concealers. I have P2 and N3. N3 I use all over the face. P2 I try to conceal. This is more peachy, so it's not a brightening concealer. It's kind of like more of a corrector, but it works. And if you want a brightening concealer, you just go in with a lighter shade. Let me go in with my regular one here. Yeah, so you can see that it did not leave my face orange or anything, but it's just a beautiful concealer. I have been loving this concealer. So another great one is the House Labs. Let me see if I have one here. Let me bring it so I can show you. Great ones are the Dior Backstage. This is an amazing one. This is a really good one. Then the Tower 28. I have mine in the shade DTLA. The Dior one was in the shade 0CR. And the House Labs I have in the shade 11 Light Neutrals. So I recommend this ones as well. Now for bronzer. Okay. For bronzer, you guys know I love my Makeup by Mario Skin Enhancer. This is in the shade Medium Dark. You can see how much I've used it. I'm almost out. Then I love my new one, Glossier Cloud Paint. This is in the shade Sail. Great, amazing one. And I'm still sticking with my Patrick Ta. This is the Patrick Ta in the shade She's Sculpted. Beautiful. So here we have the Makeup by Mario Skin Enhancer, the Patrick Ta, and Glossier. So you can see the tones are very similar. I put very little of the Glossier, but it looks very natural. It's the most of them that's lightweight. But today I'm going to go with the Patrick Ta. I'm going to go with the cream, and then I'm going to go in with the powder on top. But these two are amazing options as well. So let's go in with the cream first, and I'm going to use my Rose Ink brush and dab. Ooh, I think this is the perfect brush to apply cream products. I've tried to use this once to apply foundation, but I think it's because it's so soft. It didn't blend the foundation very good, but I think this is amazing for cream products, which I think it's probably intended for. Wow, you see how beautiful this is? Oops, I think I went too much here. Beautiful product. You just can't go wrong with this, and you get 2 in 1. I recommend, I'm not going to talk about the blushes in today's video because you guys know how much I love his blushes. But I just purchased one of the new shades, which is going to come in an upcoming video with trying on new makeup. I'm waiting for one more thing to arrive, which is new. Are you guys cricket this whole time? There you go. Or not. Let's go ahead and go into the bronzer, the powder one. So I'm going to use my Patrick Ta. This is for Phase 3 brush, another brush I recommend. And I'm going to go into this one and just set the cream one. Oh, this is so pretty. Maybe I should get another shade as well. So beautiful. Okay, now that's the bronzer I recommend. For highlighter, I love highlighters. Their beauty is really good. This is a new one in my collection. This is the Giorgio Armani Glow Enhancer. You can use this. I have a full review on this product, but you can use this under foundation or as a highlighter. It is really pretty. It looks quite light. It has this nice pink shift. So pretty. So I think I'm going to work off of the back of my hand with this. Pump a little bit more. I'm just going to go with my finger and then use this. I'm gonna use this hourglass brush and just blend in the highlighter. Oh, this is so pretty. Let's go off with the brush now. I love this highlighter. It's very unique. I don't see a lot of people talk about it. I saw Dior came out with something similar, but you can use them as blushes or bronzer as well. They're so pretty. I wish I can have them all. And now I'm gonna go in with my beauty sponge and just give the cheek a little bit of highlight. So yeah, this is kind of a highlighter I recommend. However, it's not a must. If you already have highlighters in your collection, don't spend your money on this. It's quite expensive. But if you want to try it, I can tell you that it's good. I guess make sure you always give it a good shake as well. Okay, for blushes. Now I have quite a bit and they're all from the pink collection. I have been gravitating towards these pink ones and I'll show you in a second. Today I'm going to go with one of them. However, I just bought this. This is the Say Beauty blush and mine is in the shade Baby. This is so pretty. It's very intense yet it's very pretty. I'm gonna swatch them all. Then I have nude sticks. This is in the shade Magenta Magic. And it's one of those that has that white dot in the middle. Another beautiful one. This is my Glossier Cloud Paint in the shade Puff. And then this one is the hardest one to blend because this one is by Dior. And you guys know how much I love my Dior blushes. However, can't get much product on the hand. However, on the cheek it looks amazing. Okay, so here we have Say. You can see how intense it is in here, but it looks very nice when you blend it and it gives it a nice glow and highlight. Then we have nude sticks right here. Another great one. This is more of the sticky type. It's not as liquidy as this. Then I have my Glossier Cloud Paint. This is in the shade Puff. This one lasts all day long. I mean, all of them do, but the Glossier one, you wouldn't think that this would last all day long, and it does. And then here we have the Dior one in the shade Pink. Love it. But today, I'm going to go with my top favorite. This is the Givenchy Prism Libre, and this is the one in the shade 1. That has all this beautiful pinks inside. If you like cream ones, this brands have great formulas, and if you like powder ones, these brands have great formulas, the Dior and Givenchy. So let's go with the Givenchy. So the way I like to use it, I'm going to take away the puff and I just go in the back of the cap. I'm going to use this Refi brush and this part right here and go into the product, then kind of go in the palm of my hand, gently push it into the skin. Look at that nice pigment that slowly shows up. So pretty. It's just so gentle and soft and not powdery looking at all. And you can build it up. You can use more of a dense brush if you want, if you don't want to use a brush like this one. And you can apply a little bit more pigment at once. So yeah, those are the blushes. Now powder I don't use as much. As you saw, I didn't even powder my under eye area. Best powder ever, the Givenchy Prism Libre powder. I know they're expensive, in the shade 3. Again, same formula as the blush. You just dump a little bit, and I'm gonna go in with this hourglass, but this end this time, and just maybe set the eye area here, and then maybe a little bit here, but I don't want to set too much because the foundation's kind of already a matte foundation, but I want to set my eyes. And I like to have more of a glow. So, best powder. Another one is Dior powder is really good. Yeah, those two brands have really great products. I want to show you something. I'm going to go into this palettes right here. The Patrick Ta Major Dimension 3 palette. I love this one. And this is the one that comes with all of the mattes. I saw Makeup by Mario come up with that cool tone and I really love it. But you know what? I already have the other one, so I don't really want to spend money on that. Maybe Sephora, so we'll see. Really love this one, the Moondust Urban Decay. If you can buy this, even individual ones, or this whole palette that contain the most beautiful, very fairy-like shimmers, definitely recommend it. This is the Moon Dust by Urban Decay. And then I don't know if Vanessa Myrick still has this palette. This is the Lightwork Volume 4. And it comes with this beautiful, what are they called? Chromes and metallics right here. And then at the top, yeah, more chromes and metallics. And then these are water-based. But that has such a beautiful look. I like to use this as eyeliners instead of all over the eyelid. So let's do a fun matte brown look with a metallic eyeliner. I think that sounds interesting, right? Okay, let me zoom you in. So I'm gonna go in with this shade, the Cool Tone Row right here in the Patrick Ta. And this is a great palette if you like mattes and if you like a great formula, if you like cool tone and warm tone all in one. It's just a great palette to have. So you don't need to go by the, I mean, you can, but this is kind of a video to give you my very condensed recommendation list. So you don't have to go by everything. I know you're going to be tempted because I know I will be seeing all these YouTube videos and everybody has this and this works good and oh, I want this shade and that product. But I think we have to control ourselves and just try to buy something that has, for example, this palette has all mattes, all neutrals, and cool tone and warm tone, which is good. That way you don't have to buy a cool tone palette, a warm tone palette, an all matte palette. But if you like shimmers, then yeah, I don't know. It's very difficult because I know I'll be tempted. Now I like to keep maybe the eyelid with a light shade so that we can see the beautiful shimmer. And then if you don't have this Vanessa Myrick's palette, you know, it's a good time to, they're expensive, so it's a good time during a Sephora sale to use the extra percentage off. I think that if you do have other shimmers that work for you or have worked in the past, there's no need to go buy this palette. But I know it works so beautiful because I did such a great look. Now I'm gonna go in my BK Beauty 203 and go into this very light shade. I don't know which one. White? Okay, let's try with white and then see if it's too white, then we go with that one. Yeah, so let's go with the yellow one a bit, the one above it, to bring a little bit more warmth. So let me know down below if you guys are planning on shopping the Sephora sale and what is it something that you recommend that I have not talked about. Maybe you have other great, amazing recommendations that you've tried and I haven't tried. Let me know. Okay, so I think, yeah, let's leave it like this for now. We'll probably come back, but I think now, let me find my beautiful brush I've used before. Ah, there it is, this one. Okay. So I have this beautiful brush by Moda. It's like an angled eyeliner and it's quite thin. You see, I've used it before. So I'm gonna go into the same, I don't know which shade, green. I really love this green. This one right here. It's called Escapism. Again, it creates some fallout, so be careful. I just like to get rid of it and then slowly just dab on the lash line. It's so pretty, you guys. It's such a simple and easy look. It just use any of your shimmer shades. If you are afraid and you don't want to use them on your eyelid, like I'm not afraid. I would use this all over the eyelid. But I think that this is just so unique and beautiful. And yeah, it looks pretty. I wonder if I think last time I brought it down here as well. Yeah, like this. Then we're going to bring a brown on it. But let's do the other eye as well. So it's very simple. Just try to hug the shape of your eye. You don't have to worry about not creating a perfect wing. Just hug your eye, the shape of your eye, right? Because we all have different shapes. If you hug your own shape of your eye, you will have the perfect eyeliner. Wow, I think it's so pretty. And it's the shift. You can see that it's just so unique on both. It's not the same. It's like this is more lighter green depending on how you move. This is darker. Okay, let's bring it a little bit more in. Whatever I have left. Let's go with the same brown. And this is a Moda brush. What is it? Moda Smudger. I hope you guys cannot hear what those guys are doing out there. They're so annoying with their deck. And I'm just gonna smudge this to add a little bit of that brown that we have at the top. Just a little bit like that. Perfect. Now we're gonna leave it like this because we're gonna move into some eyeliners. Yeah, I love this green so much. Okay, it matches this green almost. What's next? Next, let's talk about eyeliners. I do have a couple in mind and they're all for different reasons. Okay, so I will recommend the Sephora one. This is in the shade Tiramisu, I believe. Yeah, the brown, the 12-hour liner in the shade Tiramisu. Then I love this Makeup by Mario ones. It comes with a brush on one end and the color on the other. And this is in the shade brown. Very similar, you see. And they all last very long. And then here's a unique one, the Rare Beauty one. This is in the shade True Brown. Now remember, this is a twister, and if you twist out, you can twist back. Why I love this is that this does not budge. Like if you create a liner like I did right now, it stays all day long. It's beautiful. You don't use this in the waterline because it's a little bit harsher. Use the other two in the waterline, and today I'm going to use my Sephora one. It's so beautiful and so soft. And just a little bit like that, so that, you know, it gives the eye a little bit more dimension. But yeah, these are the top eyeliners I recommend from Sephora. You can't go wrong with either. Oh, and look, I'm trying to erase them. They're very difficult. They eventually go off, but they're really put. They stay there. Now, to be honest, I don't have a mascara from Sephora because you can find amazing ones at the drugstore. And I have some older ones, but I have not used, so there's no point in recommending those. If you want something from the drugstore, I recommend the L'Oreal Panorama Mascara. I'm going to go off camera and apply this because, like I said, I'm sure you can find, I heard the YSL at Sephora, but I can vouch for it because I have not used it. I know Pat McGrath was good, but I think as it gets older, it becomes flakier, I've noticed. So I can't really speak for any mascara at Sephora, but if you have great recommendations, let me know. And I'm going to go apply this, enjoy this intermission, and I will be right back with lips. I'm gonna give you a close-up of the actual complexion so you guys can actually see in action how these products actually are wearing on my face, and the reason why I recommend them, because they're just so smooth and flawless, long-lasting, they're non-drying, they're just so beautiful. So yeah, I hope you guys like the eye look. I wanted to do something different and always a matte look, but because I wanted to show you if you have any shimmers, how you can use them a different way. But yeah, let's move on to lips. Okay, I went ahead and I swatched the lips, and here, my favorite lip liners. This is the One Size Beauty in Shy But Fly. Yeah, Shy But Fly. One of my favorites. It lasts so long. Then we have Draw Me. This is Tower 28. The next three are by Tower 28. We have Draw Me, the darker one, Work of Art, more brown one, and then we have, this is my favorite, Fill Me In, beautiful shade. So I'm gonna go in with Fill Me In today. These are so beautiful. The shades are just perfect. I'm gonna go with this one because I'm gonna go in with a more pink color on my lips. So this is very similar to my lip color, as you can see. It looks beautiful. I love them, and I love that they're crayons and you can sharpen them. So these are my top favorite. Other ones, there's no point in recommending because this is all I gravitate towards. The one size and the Tower 28. For lips, I have a bunch of lip products here for anyone. You guys know how much I love my Laneige mask, right? Now, this I use at night only now because now I am obsessed with Summer Fridays. This is the Lip Butter Balm in Cherry. Do I think that was Cherry? Yeah, Cherry. If you want to buy a Summer Fridays and try it out, buy this one because this has pigment. I will show it to you and then we'll go to other products as well. I'll remove it. But I will demonstrate all of these products on my lips. I know we just put the lip liner, but it's okay. Actually, no, I don't know. I like this one. This one looks so good with the face. And look, it is a lip butter balm that actually has pigment. And someone asked me if it tastes like cherry. It tastes like cherry and it smells like cherry. It's not overwhelming and overpowering, but it's beautiful. Actually, let me remove this from my hair too. This is so pretty all over the lips. So this is one product. Let me take this off. Let's move on to the next that I recommend. This is the Clinique in the shade Black Honey Pop. And this is the lip gloss, not the actual lip product. And that's what I had the whole video on my lips. And it stays all day long. Not all day long, but this is more thicker than the Summer Fridays. So this is how this one looks. And this is going to be harder to remove because it has a little bit more stickiness to it, but stickiness not in a bad way. It's in a good way. This is the Clinique one. I think it looks really pretty. And let's move on to this one. My mom bought me this one. This is the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Plump, and this is one of their newer ones in the shade. Why don't I see the shade on this? Anyways, it looks like this. It's one of those that you have to like push the product out, and it looks really pretty. You see this nice pink, another nice pink for the summer, and it's very hydrating. Yeah, this is another beautiful one. Look at all these pink products today. Pink blushes, perfect for summer. I love this as well. Isn't it pretty? It has more of a minty feeling. Tingling, but not painful. Like it's a pleasant type of tingle. So yeah. Now, if you're interested in a lip product, very nude, this is the MAC in the shade Teddy 2.0. I just discovered this one and it's a beautiful matte product. It's gonna be hard to see because it's kind of like a soft brown. And someone asked me if it's drying, and I don't feel the product to be drying on my lips or settle into any of my lip lines. So yeah, this is the Teddy 2.0. I think it looks really pretty. And then here is one of my favorite products because my daughter bought it for me. This is the Rare Beauty Tinted Lip Oil. I know a lot of people are complaining that it's not a lip oil, but I'm going for the tint effect, and this is in the shade Affection. And I think we're going to use this one today. So you see, you can use the tip of this to actually line your lips. This is intense. But it's okay because you can take away the lip oil and just have the tint. It's so juicy, so pretty. It's non-drying, very intense. But I love this lips with the pink blush as well. I have a new hair color. Did you guys notice? I got some more highlights up here with the balayage down here. I think it looks really pretty for the summer as well. Let me know down below which one was your favorite. I really think that the Summer Fridays looked super nice with this look. And actually all of them, the Tarte one, the Clinique one, maybe the MAC one, not so because there's no pink in here, just a nude brown. But yeah, these are the favorite lip products I recommend from Sephora. If you want my previous one, you guys can see in the previous videos, but I love my Dior one, the Dior Lip Glow ones, which are this one, the Color Reviver Balms. These are beautiful because they again have a stain. So it's like a balm that actually stains your lips. Not for a full day, but if you do spend good money on a Dior product, get this, not the oils. The oils don't have stains. So if you want a little bit of stain, that's a great one. Now let's remove the shine. So we are left with just the stain, see? Isn't that pretty? Like, we don't need the shine today. So pretty. Just stain your lips. It looks like you had cherry juice and your lips are stained. I recommend all of this. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Would love to hear your thoughts down below. Don't forget to subscribe. And I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.
Morning has broken. My windows are open. Wanna feel the wind blow through my hair. Which way do I follow? What happens to my